Hi, my lovelies. We are here to do the general reading for Scorpio. Hi, my Scorpios. I hope y'all are doing good. If you're new, I do past, present, future, and then I pull 5 cards, either it being what you don't see coming, what you need advice on, or what you need clarity on, whichever one it kind of ends up playing out to be. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if it resonates. I do offer personal readings. I'll put in the descriptions the information for you to be able to get in contact with me for those. All right, let's see what we've got going on for Scorpios tonight. What you got going on with you guys? I do apologize, guys. Let me say that for it taking so long for me to get to you guys, you Scorpios. I have been working on getting a schedule down for recording and posting videos, so it won't take me this long in the future, okay? But let's see what we've got going on for Scorpios, okay? Starting with the past, present, and future. All right. And then 5 cards for clarity. All right, so let's see what we've got going on, Scorpio. So in the past, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the King of Wands. And in the present, we've got 10 of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords, and then the Strength card. And then in the future, we've got 5 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and Charity / Generosity. And then our 5 for clarity. All right. For those of you who don't know, I pull for the base drawing with one deck and then glean clarity with another one. All right, better odds, more options. Okay. Let's see if we can get some clarity. So in the past, we've got 6 of Pentacles, the Justice card, and King of Wands. 6 of Pentacles, some gifts. The Justice card, calling for some balance, right? Some truths. And then you've got King of Wands, calling for some action, right? Determination, making things happen. And then in the present, we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse, lack of completion, right? Queen of Swords, some power though. And you got the Strength card, calling for you to be courageous, right? Calling for you to be fortified within yourself, to exude that power. And then in the future, you've got 5 of Swords, which is some conflict going on. You've got Queen of Pentacles with some growth. And then you've got the Charity card with some generosity, right? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can get rid of that glare a little bit, huh? There we go. Ow. All right, let's see. So in the past, we've got gifts, balance, 6 of Pentacles, Justice, and King of Wands, right? So maybe you shared some of your gifts with somebody and called to action for some balance, I feel like, right? You wanted the same energy that was given to be received to you, and or that's your person, your situation. I feel like this is you though, Scorpio. I feel like you were sharing your gifts with somebody. You were asking for balance. You were asking for truths. You know, you were asking for the whole picture, right? You want to weigh out the pros and the cons. And you were calling to action. We're calling this person to action, I feel like. All right? Let's gain some clarity on this balance, right? So Justice card, right? Some balance, some truths is being clarified by the King of Cups in reverse. Right? The Star in reverse. So lack of control, not being too happy, not seeing the star, being in a world of darkness. And then Prince of Swords in reverse. Lack of determination, lack of wanting to put your best foot forward. I'm still sticking with that. You wanted the same energy to be given. That was, you want to receive the same energy from this situation, from this person, from whatever it was. You just, balance is what's needed, right? Though these cards are upright, that's just the reading that I'm getting. That's just the message that I'm getting. You know, you want to share your gifts. You're calling for truths, for balance. You're calling for action, right? King of Cups in reverse. Maybe you feel like you didn't have control, or maybe you gave up control, right? There's definitely not being able to see through the darkness, right? Not being happy, right? The Star in reverse. And then you've got the Prince of Swords in reverse, right? Lack of determination. It's like, yeah, I feel like you were giving, you called for truth, you called for balance, right? You were like, you know what? You want it? Go ahead and take it. There's the control, because I can't seem to find the inspiration. I can't seem to get out of this cloud of darkness, right? I just can't seem to be determined enough to make things happen, to give you what you want, to give this situation what it needs, right? King of Wands, action. Let's see what this is. Let's get clarity on action on King of Wands. So the King of Wands, right, being clarified by Four of Wands, the Judgment card, right, and then Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry, the Judgment card was in reverse too, guys. I'm so sorry. Judgment card in reverse as well, right? So we've got calling to action, right? Your time of celebration. You feel like it's a time to celebrate, or you're trying to, you were in the past trying to celebrate something, right, that requires you a bit of action. Something that didn't require you to be judgmental, to make those hard decisions, to release anything, right? This was a celebration. It was not a time of deception, of, you know, picking and choosing your battles, looking at the bigger picture and seeing what's going on, deciphering what's going on, right? So a time of action, but it was a time of celebration. Let's go ahead, let me see, let's pull, I'm gonna pull 2 cards for gifts for Six of Pentacles, right? Six of Pentacles in the past being clarified by the Universe in reverse, and then the Death card. So Universe in reverse, and then the Death card in reverse, right? So rebirth, so gifts. So I feel like, yeah, you were just like, you know what? I'm done giving, right? I'm done giving to this situation. Not done, I'm sorry, not done giving to this situation. I feel like you were done, but you weren't done giving to the situation completely. You were done giving as much as you gave, right? You wanted it reciprocated. You wanted the balance. And it seems like when you reevaluated what you were giving, stopped giving what you were giving and started giving elsewhere to other things, right? It started to turn around and gave you a moment of rebirth. Opened up some doors for you, right? Not an end of a cycle, but beginning of some things. And I honestly feel like you realized you were giving too much, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting from this. You were giving too much and you stopped. You were like, you know what? I'm not giving to this particular situation anymore. I'm going to give to other areas. I want that balance. I'm going to give up control to this particular thing, right? I'm done. And a period, something to celebrate came about that just kind of subsided this energy here, I feel like, right? Six of Pentacles, you were in the midst of that. King of Wands came to head. Something kind of subdued that energy and was like, let's celebrate, right? Let's let that go. All right, Scorpio, let's come into the present and let's gain clarity on this Ten of Swords in reverse, right? This lack of completion, lack of fighting, lack of continuing on with the battle, right? You're putting down your arms, right? You're putting down your swords. You're not fighting anymore. It's not a completion. I feel like you're almost ready to walk away from something, right? Queen of Swords, getting back that power, getting that strength. Let's see, clarity on Ten of Swords. Oh yeah, you're planning on walking away from something, Scorpio. Ten of Swords in reverse, being clarified by Ten of Cups, right? That harmony, that gaining that goal, filling those cups up. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is a tough situation, something for you to let go. That's why it's calling for that courage, right? And that Queen of Swords energy, that power. It's a lot of feminine energy here, guys. A lot of feminine here, Sagittarius. I just finished doing the Sagittarius reading. So sorry, Scorpios. Don't bite my head off. Don't come in the comments, you know, I'm sorry, I apologize. But Scorpio, and then you've got Nine of Cups, right? Fulfillment, right? Hello? 9 and 10 of Cups. So I feel like whatever you're going through right now, presently, Scorpio, deals with your emotions, deals with family, friends, like some type of heavy relationship, some type of heavy maybe not a partnership. Maybe it does deal with the partnership because you've got these cups right here, right? 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups, dealing with emotions, relationships, also healing. And then you've got the Ace of Cups, right? In reverse. So there's a lot of cups here on top of this 10 of Swords, right? And swords usually deals with balance between power and intellect, your beliefs, your mind, your thoughts. So I feel like you're going, you're very close to walking away from something or being done with something, right? A particular chapter in a situation, but not, and it's one that's going to leave you fulfilled, right? 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Definitely going to leave you fulfilled, but it's a hard one. It's a deep connection. Ace of Cups in reverse. Either you're planning or walking away, or you feel like this is coming to a close, or you don't want it to come to a close, Scorpio. Again, if it resonates, like, share, comment. If you want a personal reading, go ahead and hit me up for one. If you want one a little bit more in depth, a little bit more clarity, a little bit more specific to you, go ahead and hit me up. But again, Scorpio, I feel like this is your, whatever this situation is, it's fulfilling in some ways, but not in others. And you're ready to walk away from it and into a more fulfilling one. right? And then you've got Queen of Swords with this power. Definitely planning on ending a chapter to get something a lot more fulfilling. Queen of Swords being clarified by the Five of Disc, the Nine of Disc, and the Two of Swords in reverse, right? You pretty much made this decision in your subconscious, but for whatever reason, something about it, you're still fighting yourself on it. Strength card in the present, right? You see the destitution in the situation. You see the big problem, you see the little problems, you see everything just piling up on top of each other. Accumulation, right? But you also see what you need to do, what's best for you. Either you've made this decision or you haven't made this decision. Subconsciously, I feel like, Scorpio, you're just fighting with yourself ultimately behind it. The Strength card, right? Let's gain some clarity on the Strength card. What do we need strength with, Scorpio? We need strength with love. We need strength with family. We need strength with career. We need strength with this situation, right? And I almost feel like when it comes to your career-wise, Scorpio, things are picking up, right? Nine of Disc energy. Five of Disc energy a little bit there, but it seems like some aspect of your life is causing a little bit of hiccups. It's spreading over and causing you a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of extra work, right? And you're torn between two decisions. I really feel like you've already made this decision because subconsciously you're just fighting with yourself on it, right? The Strength card was clarifying. Oh yes, oh yes, going back on your beliefs. Why are you fighting yourself on this, Scorpio? Strength card being clarified by Four of Cups, right? Calling for some meditation in the matter. Princess of Cups, reassessing your dreams, right? You know what it is that you want. And then the Hierophant in reverse. Why are you fighting your beliefs? Why are you fighting what it is? I'm not gonna say the status quo, but your beliefs, the systems that you have in place, the safeguards that you have in place for stuff like this, for situations like this, for emotional turmoil like this, right? Scorpios, you guys are very, very fortuitous. You're very resilient, right? Y'all can take a lot, but y'all are very soft, very sensitive. All right, and if you don't deal with that sensitive nature, if you don't deal with those emotions, if you don't stay true to yourself, it ends up carrying over into other aspects of your life, and it causes issues. It definitely does, Scorpio. Okay, so you've got the Strength card being clarified by Four of Cups, causing you to meditate, right? Causing you to go within yourself and see how you can overflow your cups, right? Get rid of everything you don't need. Accumulate the things that you do need that are helping you. Princess of Cups, dreams that are amplifying your dreams, right? The Hierophant that keep you close to your beliefs. So Scorpio, in the past, you stopped giving as much as you were to one situation and started giving to others. You called for a little bit of balance, right? A little bit of truth, a little bit of justice to come your way. And you were able to celebrate and not really let the troubles in your life really get in the way of that. And then in the present, you've got the feeling of wanting to walk away from a very serious situation it could be fulfilling, but something about it is just wrong and or not fulfilling, and you're wanting to walk into a more fulfilling situation, right? And you subconsciously, I feel like, have made the decision to give yourself that power back that you feel like you don't have. That lack of control, right? King of Cups in reverse over here. But you got to stick to your beliefs. You got to stick to your core. The safeguards that you had in place. The systems, the checks and balances that you had in place, Scorpio. Right? Scorpios, y'all do tend to be a wee bit emotional. So also make sure that you're making these decisions, right, based upon not just your heart, but your head. Put those two together, right? Kind of get that Libra energy and weigh out your checks and balances. Make sure that the decisions and the conclusions and what you're deciding to do isn't just based off of emotion. Okay, that's another thing I'm getting from this as well with all of these cups. Right, a lot of cups, a lot of cups, a lot of cups, and then some swords. So you definitely fighting with your emotional beliefs, your relationship fighting, whether it be belief systems, checks and balances, power and intellect. It's a lot of, I feel like this is dealing with relationships in general, whether it be career, love, family, friends. I'm getting more of love and friends, Scorpio. Take that how you want, flip it how you need to. Remember, tarot is here to is meant to give you clarity on certain situations. You guys know your situations more than I do, so as I say something, if something comes to mind, that might be what you have clarity on or what you need clarity on. If a couple of things come to mind, at that point it is a great idea to go ahead and reach out for your personal, more in-depth reading, right? We do offer different options. You can ask questions, you can let us do another past, present, and future, you can let us do a loved one. Different options, guys. Check out the Instagram site. All right, moving on to the present. You've got Five of Swords, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and then you've got some charity, some generosity. So coming back with those gifts, right? Let's see, are we receiving gifts? Are we receiving generosity and charity? Or are we giving some of it away back? Are we back to giving it back? So Five of Swords, let's see what this this conflict is coming up in the future. And guys, remember when I say future, it's anywhere from 7 days to 6 months, because anything that you do from here on out changes. In the slightest of ways to the biggest of ways, your past, your journey, the road that you are on, right? You can see something or hear something in this reading and be like, you know what? I'm gonna try and change that. And then just the idea of you changing it changes the momentum, changes the energy, you know, sets off another catalyst, puts something else into motion for you to reap something else, right? All right. So moving on, so Five of Swords, right? Being clarified by, wow, being clarified by the Five of Swords. Guys, Scorpio, that's that energy coming back, I believe. Because remember, guys, the energy from the past, right, can influence your present and your future if you don't end up getting a hold of it and squashing that negative, stagnant energy that's just sitting there and stewing. And then you've got the Nine of Swords in reverse as well, as far as followed by the Two of Wands. So you've got the Five of Wands, some conflict, right? Being clarified by, again, the Five of Wands. So definitely some conflict, some defeat coming in. Nine of Swords, but don't fear, right? Don't let that fear get to you. Don't let that anguish get to you. And then Two of Wands. Do some planning, right? Do some planning, guys. Do some planning. You got a lot of you got a lot of conflict, uncertainty, instability. But completion, perfection, end of a cycle, you know, a lot of heavy, that's what I'm trying to get at. You've got a lot of heavy energy here, Scorpio. You need to start lightening that load, right? Letting go of some of that fear. So whatever this situation is that's coming up in the present, it's gonna be one that's gonna try you, right? It's gonna be a test. A couple of the signs have a test coming up here. I know Sagittarius is one for sure. I believe, no, Pisces was going through a bit of a change, but some of you guys are going through some deep change with this retrograde and this retrograde ending, and some of you guys are going through some tests at the end of it, right? Because you've got the Five of Swords, some defeat, some conflict coming in, but again, I feel like it's telling you not to let that fear set in, not to let it overwhelm you, and just to start planning, start putting things, start assessing it, right? Start planning to get yourself out of it. Queen of Pentacles, what's this growth about? And I feel like for you Scorpios, not letting that fear set in, not letting that defeat and that conflict get to you, and then really starting to plan things out is another way for you to grow, right? Because Scorpios tend to be reclusive, and they'll go back within themselves if things get to be a little too tough. And or y'all tend to lash out and kind of hurt those in the situation around you, right? So let's work on that too. So Queen of Pentacles being clarified. So whatever's coming up in the future, right, definitely deals with some personal growth. You've got the Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse. So a mental growth, right? Not a one of the heart. And then Two of Disc. Not going to require a whole lot of change. I think it's just Princess of Wands. Maybe you going through some exploration. Reassessing the way that you think. Reassessing the way that you view things, right? Reassessing the way that maybe you handle conflict, you handle defeat. Maybe you come out of this situation feeling that way, right? We're going to say that's what that is, okay? And then let's get some clarity on this generosity, leadership, some perspective, and Three of Wands. So the Charity card, right? Generosity being clarified by King of Wands, getting some leadership, some authority in there. From perspective, gaining some perspective. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna say Scorpios, this is definitely in the future. This is gonna be a test to you guys, right? A test to not let conflict, not to get defeated. You're gonna have a lot going on, but don't let that fear get to you. Don't become overwhelmed. Just start planning. Right? Planning your next step, planning your next move, planning how you're going to get yourself out of this situation. And then Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Getting back your power, getting back your growth, listening to your head and not your heart, right? It doesn't require a whole lot of change. It requires some exploration, right? It requires you to give back, give some of that generosity, become a leader, step into that leader role, change your perspective, right? And make sure that your vision lines up with what you want and what you're trying to accomplish, and those around you who can possibly help you get there. All right, my Scorpios. So let's gain some clarity on these 5 cards over here. We've got the 10 of Cups in reverse, some lack of joyfulness, needing some joy. We've got the 3 of Cups, walking away from friendships, reevaluating some friendships, letting some friendships go. So it's a lot of emotion over here, guys, with people. 7 of Wands, not being so defensive. Maybe taking what it is that the person is saying or the situation is putting off, right? The energy that you're getting. You've got the Chariot in reverse, right? Not moving forward, not having to, once again, make those really tough choices that we may not want to make, right? And then you've got the 5 of Wands, battles, right? So let's see what we've got going on for you guys, right? Not some triumph. So Chariot in reverse. Let me look back at that. Confidence, ladies. So you got lack of joy and or needing joy, walking away from a friendship and or needing some friends. I'm definitely going to say that this is not being as defensive, right? And then you got the Chariot in reverse. Not a period of triumph, not a period of movement, what is, it's right there. I'm sorry guys, it's like right there. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Maybe a lack of confidence or not being as confident. Dialing down your confidence. Dialing down your attitude. There it is. Oh my goodness. All right. Dialing back that attitude is what I get from that. So 5 of Wands, again, battles, right? Maybe pick and choosing your battles. Let's see. Let's gain some clarity on these 5, right? Whether this be what we don't see coming, what we need clarity on, what we need advice on. Let's gain some clarity on it. Okay. So this 10 of Cups in reverse being clarified by the Devil in reverse. So I'm going to say this is a calling you to not give in to desires so much. Maybe focus on the harder parts, on the work that actually needs to go into it, not the fun aspects, not the desires of it, but the actual work that needs to go into it, right? Maybe you're focusing too much on that happy ending and not so much the work that needs to go into it. And then the 3 of Cups in reverse being clarified by the Hermit. So yeah, I'm gonna say maybe you have some friendships or a friendship or a relationship or a partnership, something, whether it be in your personal life or your career life, that's calling you to go within yourself and maybe reevaluate that. How do you contribute? How do they contribute? Is it really working in your favor? Is the energy right? What's going on with that, right? So that's a little bit of advice there too. And then you've got the 7 of Wands in reverse, right? Being clarified by new beginnings. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely say not being so defensive, right? Maybe trying not to be so defensive. Try and see things from the other person's side, right? Starting fresh, accepting what it is that you've done to feed into the energy, feed into the situation, feed into how that person's feeling, right? Or maybe you feel like you do need to be a little bit more defensive so that you can get back to that new beginning, that original you before all this stuff happened, right? Again, however you need, however the message applies to you is how you need to take it, interpret it, whatever. Okay, that's part of the problem with these general readings. That's why we do offer personal, more in-depth readings. So again, guys, go ahead and reach out so that you can get that clarity that you want. And then you've got the Chariot in reverse being clarified by the Emperor. Right? The Emperor is that authority, that father figure, I'm sorry guys, I'm just having a brain fart right now. I can't seem to think. But the Emperor is that leadership, that authority, right? That law and order. So I'm definitely going to say maybe rein yourself in a little bit, right? Rein yourself in a bit. Don't be as confident. Get in some of that law and order into your life. Get in some of that balance, right? Reassess the situation in yourself, how you got there, right? 5 of Wands, some battles being clarified by 6 of Swords, transition. 5, 6. So definitely, definitely some momentum that's picking up, I get from this read. Some quick moving energy that's coming up, right? You got a lot of wands here. You've got some cups. So I feel like within the next, we're gonna say months, guys, give you Scorpios a little bit more clarity. Sorry, guys. Sorry, other signs, if I didn't give you a little bit more clarity. But I'm getting, it's a fast moving pace over the next couple of months, Scorpio, of this mental change, this reevaluation, this getting things to line up in all aspects of your life, and this balance, right? This getting this truth that you're seeking. I feel like this truth that you were seeking in the past, you're about to gain it in the in the present, and that energy is what's moving over into your future, right? And it's causing you to get some clarity. So let's do our final 3 cards and see what your ancestors, your guides, your guardian angel, whatever you want to call them, her, them, it, what they want you to walk away from this reading, accepting, realizing, and or knowing, right? Or getting just a little bit more insight into, right? Maybe there was something, a question you were thinking of asking, couldn't really quite figure out how to ask it. Maybe this is them giving that bit of clarity on that, right? Remember, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. If it doesn't resonate with you, but it feels like it resonates with somebody in your life, a friend, a family, a co-worker, go ahead and pass it on to them, help them out, all right? Let's see what the final message from your guardians is going to be, Scorpio. And I pulled out my crystal angel deck for you guys because I feel like y'all need a little, when I started shuffling for this deck, I just felt like you guys needed a little bit more help in the end is what it just came to me. So I pulled this deck. Sorry, I'm ranting. So final summation, Scorpio, is you need to go ahead and go to your local crystal shop and or again contact my crystal, my Instagram page. We've got crystals on there too. You need some turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. That's that reevaluating things, right? Going within yourself mentally and seeing what's going on. Getting that truth and that clarity, not letting that deception come in, right? Walking away from something into something that's a little bit more fulfilling. And then you've got appetite, progress, not perfection, Scorpio. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned, right? Again, that's going into that mental state and reevaluating and saying, you know what, I had some things going on in the past. I was able to assess and see where I was being taken advantage of, where maybe I was giving a little bit too much or wasn't giving enough to a situation. I had to call for some balance, for some truths, and or I had to give up those truths, give up that control, because I was just in a period of darkness. I had no determination, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. See how far you've come, right? But also realize that things are happening for you. And then lapis lazuli. Life-changing epiphany and experiences. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way, Scorpios. Right? So yeah, you've got this little bit of a test coming up. You've got some things coming in, some conflict, some defeat, but don't let that overwhelm you, right? Remember how far you've come. Let this situation give you some clarity, give you some strength, some of that power back. Explore it for what it is, right? Explore it for what it's trying to teach you, Scorpios. All right, that's all I've got for you, my lovelies. Join me next time for your general reading. Next up is going to be, I do believe, Virgos. Bye.